it's normally the story that comes in. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry, sometimes you just remember some good shit. Welcome to the Bottom of the Bottom podcast.
What's going on, good people? What's happening? It is Wednesday again. This is the Hummmpday Happy Hour podcast. I'm your host, Jay Walker III. That's my co-host, Carolina III, 803. What the business here?
Hey, shit, boys. Man, like I say, man, we about to have a fun episode of Hummmpday Happy Hour tap in. We brought back some past guests that are in the comedic world, so we get some laughter today. That put it closer to the weekend.
They artists nowadays because they stand-up comedians. You got to make a difference. You got social medias. You got skit comedy that they ain't like. I respect what these men do because they go up there proverbially butt naked with a microphone and no background, and they go do their thing to entertain people. So I don't hesitate to show them respect, man. It's a hard thing to do. But either way, I mean,
I was about to say,
you just got stuck right there. Either way, man, look, we gonna bring first Marion Kendrick to the stage. What's going on?
What's going on, brothers?
Hey, man, it's another day in paradise, like we always say. How goes it for you these days?
Oh, man, everything good, man. Just getting ready for football season. Still representing the Ravens, man.
It's about that time. He gonna get his money?
Say what now?
He gonna get his money before the season starts?
Man, I don't know. But you know what? Someone said something real smart the other day. They saying Lamar making money by doing nothing. So really, what they meant by that, by Deshaun getting a contract, Tyler getting one, and what's your other boy name? Russell Wilson. He already at the minimum done made that. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Go into the season and he ball out. He probably asked him for like 250, 275, something crazy.
I don't know, man. I don't agree with old Stephen A that much, man. The game is violent. That shit turn quick. I might sit out and get my money, cuz.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. From a business standpoint, I think that might be good, but as a fan, I'm like, look, man, don't go ahead and play, man.
Okay, I can dig it. I know that's right. Well, look, man, you're not by yourself tonight. Another fan favorite we like to bring to the stage, Mr. Lawrence Owens. What's going on, Lawrence?
Gentlemen.
There you go. Big salute.
Hey, Carolina. Old Marion. What's happening?
I know that's right, man. How goes it for you these days?
Oh, man, it's going. That's all I can say. It's going. I'm here. Made it to another episode.
Hey,
we definitely appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. Look, we're going to go ahead and get right to it, man.
We got one more guest. He snuck in here.
Okay.
We got Mr. C, a.k.a. Comicville. How you doing, sir?
Yo, what's up, fellas? What's going on?
Mr. C.
Mr. C.
Yo, hello, Big Orange. What's up, kid?
What's happening, Holmes?
Long time no see, brother.
Hey, man, the pleasure's mine.
Well, it's a Black Man reunion over here. We Black Men United.
Okay.
That's a Comicville alumni right there. My man Lawrence Owens, he's been on the brand. He's been on the show. What, once or twice?
Yeah, both once or twice. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you
too, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, good to see everybody on the panel, man. So what's up, man? What's going on? Football season is here. I heard somebody, matter of fact, my Jets play them Ravens on Sunday, yo.
Jets?
Yeah.
Yes.
The slander has begun.
Hey, he's already thinking about the draft for next year.
Yes, right.
I don't know, man. I think they got something with Zach, man. I think Zach Wilson the real thing.
Flacco starting this week.
Right.
Oh yeah, he out.
Yeah, we're gonna let Flacco start on Sunday, man.
It's gonna be exciting. I ain't got no beef with Flacco.
Yeah, we'll see what happens though, man. First game of the year for everybody. What's up with the man Lamar? He get the contract done and all that?
I don't know what's gonna happen with that, man. I just want him to play. But I want him to get his money, and I don't want him to get hurt either. So you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Yo, they can't do the same thing every year, man. I don't know what's up with that, man. Every season he holding out, man. What's up with that?
I don't know. I know one thing. I just went buy my son another Lamar Jackson jersey. We recycling these jerseys. So I can't. He needs to be playing.
So he definitely got the money. He definitely got the money.
Yeah.
He gonna get it. He about to get it. That's the
Shout out to Marion. Do you know how he became a Ravens fan?
Normally
people from where he from, by default, everybody always become a Cowboys fan. Like if your state or city don't have a team, it's automatically root for the Cowboys. But they ended up.
I'm glad you shook that demon.
He don't even rock with them.
I'm glad he shook that demon.
Yeah, I'm not about to be going no Cowboys.
See, I grew up in New York City, man. So you either had to be a Jet or a Giant right away. You had to make it. It was a fast decision. It was a quick decision. Yo, you a Jet or you a Giant? So most of the cats on my block, man, everybody was already Giant fans, man. So I was like, yo, I'm be a Jet fan, man. Just to be different, man. You know what I'm saying?
You chose violence. Okay, got it.
He said so it was violence.
You from Mississippi, man. We don't have no team, so we always cheer for players. And then I went to school in Swag. We cheer for Walter Payton, Jerry Rice, who else? We cheered all over the place. But I mostly grew up cheering for San Francisco because of Jerry Rice.
Okay.
But I went to college with Steve McNair, and when he left the Titans, I gave all that stuff to Goodwill.
Damn, bro.
He became a Ravens fan because he used to buy us tickets to the game. So it was like, whoever go to the game with some of his old team stuff on.
That don't sound like unconditional love, cuz.
Yeah. That ain't a real fan.
But now McNair last year in the league, he played for the Ravens, remember?
Yeah, True that.
He played 2 years.
Oh, 2. Okay.
2 years.
He did.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you know that, Mario. I'm trying to school the brethren. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Yeah. Now,
Lawrence, it's the season,
what y'all now? The Commanders?
The Commanders. Yeah, Commanders.
Man.
That sounds like a losing team. That's that made-up team.
I'm telling you, bro.
That's that made-up team.
It's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute for me to be able to say that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Pardon my indigenous people. It was wrong. It should have never been that, but it was that for so long. You know what I'm saying? So
but that
I'm gonna do what I'm
gonna
do.
Better. A commander sound like an old slave owner name.
You
Go from the Redskins to the Commander.
Commander Reynolds. You from Commander Reynolds plantation? Okay.
Colonizers don't change much.
Yeah, hit him with first call.
Man,
Okay, so we gonna get in the first call. We gonna run 3-3-3. Marion, Chris, Lawrence.
All
right. So Marion, favorite Raven all time?
Ed Reed.
Okay.
Man, we talked about Ed Reed last week. All right, Mr. C for the culture. Showtime at the Apollo or Comic View? As far as comedians.
Damn. Showtime at the Apollo is a much tougher stage to get on, number one. But I would say Comic View. Comic View gave a lot of comics the chance, So I'll for the culture, I'm gonna go with Comic View.
Okay. Lawrence, old school whips or big trucks?
Old school whips. I don't even want to know the second part. Old school whips.
All right, Marion. Lemon pepper
Call
wings.
me everything.
Marion. Damn.
Marion.
I was
My bad. Marion. I got that from Lawrence. Marion. For the culture, Tim's or Air Force Ones?
Air Force Ones, because I mean, Tim's that's above the Mason Dixon line.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta have both. You gotta have both of those, man.
We're doing it for the culture, though.
They staples.
Yeah.
Mr. C. Song Cry by Jay-Z or Rewind by Nas?
JC, Song Cry.
All right.
All right, Lawrence, for the culture, Higher Learning, the movie, Drumline, or School Days?
That depends on age group. So I'm a go with Drumline. I think Drumline can get my age, younger people, and the people in between. I think Drumline can get all them generations together.
They give Nick Cannon a hard time. That was a good movie, cuz.
Yeah.
Yeah, good movie.
I'm gonna be old. We gonna be old, cuz like y'all remember back in the day in this age group going to Best Buy and they had the surround sound up and they'd always be playing a movie. Top Gun or Terminator 2.
Well, first of all, Best Buy in our generation, we Circuit City.
Yeah.
Okay,
You got a point. You got a point.
Come on, now, yo, Radio Shack, dang it.
Yeah, that's the fourth Circuit City, right? Radio Shack, right?
Radio Shack ain't had shit in it.
Radio Shack.
But Marion, Top Gun or Terminator 2?
Man, neither.
Damn. Let it fly.
I don't even remember Terminator 2.
Damn,
Okay.
that was the good one.
That was a good one.
I can't remember Terminator 2 or Top Gun.
Remember, Terminator 2 had the black dude with the big mole. He playing everything. I was happy for him until he died.
You don't remember he turned into a puddle of liquid, come back
I
to form
remember
and all that shit?
That was the police dude, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can barely remember that movie, man.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Mr. C. We're going to redo Good Times. Who plays Thelma?
We redo Good Times. Who will play Thelma? Pam for Martin.
That's good. That's good.
Damn.
If you gotta go young, you need that body, cuz. You need that body.
Yeah, well, Pam got the attitude too. So Thelma had a little attitude with her as well. So
that's an excellent answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know who I was thinking? I was thinking Bernie Mac wife on his show.
Oh yeah.
But I'll go with Pam first, then Bernie Mac. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What was her name? Kalisa?
Yeah. Kalita Smith or something like
Kalita.
that.
Kalita. Okay.
Yeah.
In the vein of that question right there,
this is the last
Lawrence.
round. Oh, yeah, this is the last round. Go ahead.
Yeah. In the vein of that question, which character would you be from Cooley High?
Bam.
Who, me?
No, that's on Lawrence.
With my personality, man, I would have to be Preach. Because Preach was the de facto leader. In a lot of circles I run in, I'm like the de facto leader. Like people just like they resonate with me, you know what I'm saying, better. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of characters.
You ain't never drove no Jaguar, nigga.
I used to drive for this rich white family. The Maserati. You know what I'm saying?
The Maserati, that's what it was.
That's what he said, man. Hey,
the Maserati.
I couldn't be Coach Cheese. You don't got to make no speech about it, nigga. You know, I don't know. Plus my jumper be off. Yeah, man.
Okay.
All right. Marion. Hey, Lawrence got me saying it now.
Let me let my dog out. Let me let this dog out, man. I'll be right back, folks.
Who you think?
All right, a bigger pimp. Clifton Powell and Next Friday is Pinky, or Clifton Powell and Dead Friends?
Oh, Dead Friends.
Man.
Cut him hell, bro.
When he rolled up with that lollipop in his mouth,
Man,
that would have been. I would have had to get. You know what? I ain't gonna say that.
and when he pulled up, Omar, when he pulled up, he like, yeah.
And he said, "Look at that lollipop, bro. That was disrespect right there, man.
Bro, you almost got to off him. You ain't even almost. You gotta deal with him.
Yeah, man.
You gotta
I
deal
ain't
with
the enemy, young blood. Anytime an old school dude do his hands like that, walk away. I'm telling you, because he's ready for you. He's siding you up. He done brought you down and calmed you down. You know what I'm saying? And all the groceries fall out. How the groceries fall out?
All right, let's see. This is the last one. Go ahead. Let's see this last one.
Mr. C. 72-10 Bulls, 73-9 Golden State Warriors.
That's it.
The Bulls, man. Come on.
You know why you even send another team. That's it.
The Bulls.
Okay. I mean, this is for the people that might see it, that have a different opinion. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. But we stick together. That generation stick together.
Yeah,
but they lost. 73-9, they lost the championship, so no.
Okay.
Wasn't nothing like it.
Well,
all right, you gonna start it off or you want me to start it off? Because I got a good one.
Well, let's go.
All right. I just want to know all three of y'all's opinions. Keep it as short as possible, but as strong as possible. What's y'all take on Aries Spears and Corey Holcomb? As far as the Lizzo
you mean Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish?
No, well, that one too. I was gonna start with the Aries Spears and Lizzo first.
I ain't know he had beef with Corey. I ain't hear about that one, man.
He got beef with Corey.
Corey got beef. Corey Holcomb got beef with everybody.
I just found out about Corey's earthquake this weekend.
That happened too. So, all right, well, let's rewind it then. How do y'all feel about Corey Holcomb and his presence with all these beefs?
I don't know, man. I would think about this. I don't know if he got beef with folks for real, or if it's like shock jock stuff. Like, you know, is it for ratings or whatever? I don't know. I mean, once I listened to the story, at first I thought he was pulling some body, but once I started listening to the story, it was like, I guess he was saying Wade took over his
green room.
So, yeah, that's one with Earthquake. Yeah, that's the story with Earthquake.
I guess you would be mad about that, but I don't know, man. I believe in everybody airing people talking out. If you want to fight, I believe in y'all do that, you know, outside of whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with Will Smith and Chris Rock, if he had brought I just feel like it should have happened backstage. You know, I just don't believe, you know, I got beef with Lawrence. Me and Lawrence get online and I tweet, fuck Lawrence Owens. And he tweet, fuck me. I'm just like, that's all I'm saying. I don't know.
I will say that Corey Holcomb did say he gave Earthquake 3 days to apologize. He didn't apologize before he went on that rant.
I think it's some BS, man. Both of them cats, man, 20, 30 years in comedy, man. They both pioneers in this business. It's a green room at the Improv, man. Come on, man. I mean, you know, if it was my green room, yeah, come on in, man. Let's kick it, have a good time, man. I think Corey went too far with it. Unless he just really don't like Quake like that. You know, to me, I feel he just really don't like him like that. You know, to go that far over him coming in his green room. You know, then he said Earthquake kicked his people out and locked the door. Okay, that's going too far. You know, but still, man, I just think he went too far with it, man. You know, I don't know what's going on with Corey. I've known Corey for over 25 years, man, but I haven't seen him in years. But I watched his career, you know, keep rising. So I don't know, man. I think he got a problem with Hollywood. You know, not letting him in the door. You know, not getting. I think he feel like he should be on another level. I think that's really hurting him inside, man. For him to feel this way about other comics and other peers in this business, man. I really don't know what's going on, man. I know he's a better cat than that, man. He definitely shoots. He's a straight shooter. He's gonna tell like it is. He's gonna tell what's on his mind.
Yeah.
But I think it's something inside of him that's really eating him up, man. About Hollywood, man, and not getting on Netflix, and not getting that special, and not getting this just due right now. But his time is coming. Everybody's time is coming, man. We're all gonna have a time, man. But to me, I think it's personal. I think it's in something inside of him, man. It's really fucking with him to have beef with everybody.
Yeah,
he addresses everything though. He don't.
It can't be everybody, but it can't be. It got to be you, bro. It can't be everybody. You can't have beef with everybody, man. Over little shit like that, man. So that's all I'm gonna say. That's my man. Love him to death. If I saw him tomorrow, he'd be like, "Yo, what's up?" We'll talk. But yeah, man. That's just my personal feeling.
Hey, he said all the comedians in Netflix, 15% of the comedians in Netflix, all gay. So I'll present this, Lawrence, because Lawrence, you said you've been in the game for 19 years. As far as your peers, how do you feel about that interaction? Do you feel like Corey Holcomb, like you don't get the same love that you should get for being there 19 years?
I understand him to a certain degree, a whole lot. I also think Corey is what this industry needs. Mm-hmm. Now, whether he goes through the front door of Hollywood or not, that's for a whole nother day. But I can tell you this, because of a Corey Holcomb, Lawrence Owens can be Lawrence Owens. Because once you find out how people are and how they operate, why do we always have to condemn them? Why can't we go, hey, that's how they move? Right. So don't give them anything to trigger that. Y'all know, everybody on this panel know if Corey says something, he was triggered by something. Yep. It ain't like he sit around and be like, you know what? Who am I mess with today? Jay, that damn South hat that in Carolina. Nah, he don't do that. You know what I'm saying? He addresses things that's come across his front desk. Now, how he do it, that's him. You understand? Either deal with it or don't deal with it. But I appreciate him being him because he's not cookie cutter. Neither am I. I get that a whole lot because of my forwardness, because of my honesty. I remember one time, Marion might not remember, it was one time Marion was trying to help me. He was like, man, Lawrence, man, I was around some folks, they said, man, you really funny, but you need to calm it down a little bit, man. Just calm it down, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and I was trying to tell Marion, I might have came across wrong and aggressive, but I was telling, you know what I'm saying, look, man, I can only be me. You understand? And if being me is what's going to stop me from getting in those certain circles, then maybe them not the circles that I'm supposed to be in anyway. I'm not going out here looking for beefs either, but if I want to address something, I'm going to address it. And how I choose to, I'm going to take the accountability for it. But I will say this, because my grandmother taught me this. Regardless of how people address things and what they say, I don't care if they walk in the earth. This is what she always told me to factor in. Is anybody saying he lying? No one has came out and said Corey lying.
Right.
I don't care how you don't like how he comes out and addresses it. He call people whatever. It don't make a difference. Did anybody say that nigga lying?
No.
I base everything off of.
Nobody called him a lie yet.
And Mr. C, you know this, and Mara, you know this. They never said about me, but they know not. They don't want to bring it my way because they know that I'm going to, if I feel like saying it, but I'm not trying to be on a big platform addressing it. I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a situation where we conversing like this, and if I can't get away, and if I feel cornered, I'm going to say A, B, C, X, Y, Z. But I try to get away because it ain't nothing good is going to come out of it, especially somebody on my level, because I'm going to be deemed as bitter and angry and mad.
Right.
But you know what? But one thing about you, Lawrence, like before the first episode, when the matter of fact, Marion put me on with you, and then after doing the episode and watching some of your stuff, you and Corey Holcomb kind of got like y'all not doing y'all comedy the same, but I can see the likes in both of y'all. So I got nothing but respect for it because that is the old Def Comedy Jam, in your face, funny. We don't care who it offends. Everybody can't do it.
Corey has always been
funny.
A line stepper, you know what I'm saying? Like the line for funny is there. He toyed with the line a lot, but he has always been like that for the entirety of his career.
He's always,
You got to take into consideration.
Jokes about abortion, like I would never do that shit.
Oh yeah, when he flushed down the toilet, when he flushed the abortion down the toilet.
But
that's still one of the best ones.
Always been him. You know what I'm saying? Like I respect the fact his braveness being able to say stuff like that. Like, it ain't that I'm too pussy to say it. It's just that ain't my brand. That ain't what how I try to roll. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like kids.
Like every experience, like he always been somebody that say what the hell he wanted to say in a sense too. But the thing is just like, man,
he's not evolving.
Yeah, and then too, sometimes you gotta say stuff in a way. You can talk about women. I done heard like D-Ray. Yeah, I heard people say Joe call a girl a bitch to her face, and she couldn't even fit. Like, this your bitch right here? And you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's a way you can do stuff to whatever. Aries started talking about the girl being fat, and like, that wasn't even a goddamn question.
That was my point. It wasn't the question. The question was about her music, and he went straight to how she looked. So all these comedians, Ricky Smiley, Earthquake, Corey Holcomb, all jumped on Aries Spears for that comment.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And me and my brother, we briefly talked about it last week. And the thing was, we felt like he was looking for sound bites. Like Aries Spears, like my brother said, he was in Jerry Maguire with Tom Cruise, Cuba Gooding Jr. Has he already reached his ceiling where he don't care what happened, where now he's going for the sound bites? Because if you think about it, he did the interview with on Vlad TV with Vlad's backup interviewer. He said the soundbite. Vlad brings him right back a week later to interview him himself on the soundbite. So did he do it for the soundbite, or is that really how he feels? I understand he's trying to make a statement that he's funny, and it's hard to turn that switch on and off. But being professional as a comedian,
it's so many other jokes. It's so many other jokes he could have done. That's the low hanging fruit. Is the Lizzo?
Yeah, Jay. But if I'm trying to stay relevant, I'm gonna grab that low hanging fruit. If I'm trying to create traffic and controversy so I can stay on your mind, yeah, I'm gonna grab that low hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying? You got to factor that in. Like, what was his intent? You know, as you see, his intent was what it was, man. Let me go on and start this controversy train up and all the board so y'all can come see me. I can get people to come see me or whatever. Hey, that's the route he chose, man. Look, I don't have an issue with any comedian talking about whatever they want. I think all comedians have the right to try to make whatever they want to talk about funny. And I'm not doing this hiding behind the freedom of speech. I'm saying if we comedians, we have a responsibility, you know what I'm saying, to bring to the people our perspective on what we want to talk about. Comedy is about connection.
That's the comedians supposed to do, man. The comedians they're supposed to be controversial. You're supposed to start the conversations. That's what comics are.
That's not all comedians, Mr. C. You know what I'm saying? Some comedians are still, I just want to make the people laugh, be safe, and get out the way. That's cool as well. But I'm talking about the ones who want to be the line steppers or want to be truth tellers. I think we have a right to talk about whatever we want to. We have a right to try to make it funny. And if it's not funny, then take the responsibility that comes with it. So be it. I'm going to have an off night. Jordan didn't make every jump shot, but he wasn't afraid to take them. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I do. Like, my forwardness, I'm not in it to be a shock jock. I'm in it to try to educate and open your mind. That's my perspective. Like, when I bring things, I want to open your mind so we can stop thinking that one way that we have. Like, we was raised a certain way. Your mama said this, your daddy said this, and a lot of us hold that to us. We in our 40s, and it might not work to this day. Your grandmama said, if you like that girl, you go on over there and cross town and tell her you love her. Gas 30 cents a gallon back then, Grandma. You can go across town and get this morning and come back. Gas $700 an hour now. If I go across town, I'm gonna be pissed. Not saying that she didn't mean well, but times have evolved. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody said, turn on the comment section.
Oh no! So they brought up the whole Tiffany Haddish, Aries, and the skit.
Everybody got their own art and trying to be funny about what they want to be funny, but I don't even understand how the hell pedophilia funny. Like, that's some shit. Now, everybody got their free to talk about race, you know, sexism, whatever. But goddamn, like, how I don't even know how that was funny.
Now, see what I'm talking about? I'm glad you got me and Omarion on the show. I love Omarion, but that's not his lane. He ain't gonna touch that. I talk about pedophilia on stage. You understand? That don't mean one better than the other. That don't mean one is less than the other. You understand? It's just the
sketch. It was a skit. Little kid. Did you see something? They ain't had no still image. I ain't seen the sketch. It
was in poor taste. Whatever the angle they was trying to do, it just didn't work.
Like, I don't know how that shit was funny.
They could have, and locally we got Venom is in here from the Cosign podcast. I heard a little bit of her show, and one of the things that she touched on was the fact that you physically had.
She touched on. Nah, I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
Pause. No. They brought up the fact that like there's so many different ways where you could have made that funny. Had that been a miniature adult playing the kid, or had that been a puppet, that thing goes off without a hitch. But because it was an actual child that didn't necessarily know what they was doing, you know what I'm saying?
So now it goes into intent, Jay. Now you go into intent. So all these interviews, when people say certain things you got to do to get in certain positions, where's that coming from? Because it's intent. That means somebody had to agree to it, agree to the actual script, act it out. Somebody had to see it, edit it, and go, we putting this out.
It was on the Laugh Out Loud network, so a bunch of people saw it.
That's my whole point. And somebody agreed to it. Somebody said, you know what? Send that. Just right. Like somebody agreed to. Remember they had Juneteenth ice cream? Somebody had to say, it'd be a good idea. Let's put out some ice cream. So now you got to look into what's the intent behind it.
I get the intent, man. I get the intent. They're trying to bring awareness to, pedophiles and, when you leave your kids around. The message is clear, but
I don't know, Mr. C. It could be something deeper than that. That's what I'm trying to get at. It might not always be just what we see. You understand what I'm saying? It might not be just what we see. It can be something that's underneath that as well. That's all I'm saying. You got to understand that. I understand
it depends on how you're looking at it, man. I look at it, when I first heard it and when I saw the video, I was like, okay, I get it, but it was just a bad timing, number one, bad timing. And, and the world we living in now, everybody got something to say, man. And and then the people that did it, like Ari Spears, especially him, his character and how he's living and how he's out there, it was just poor taste, man. It was
when you put the shoe on, do you do that skit? When you show up and there's this miscellaneous kid here and you know what you're about to do, do you do the skit?
No, I don't.
It's somebody got to follow on the parents. It's just like you, Mark Kelly, got to follow on.
They got to follow on the
parents.
But
my son ain't been in no sketch with nobody.
I'm questioning parents got paid well. They get a nice check.
That's part of the lawsuit. Is they were misled as to what the child was going to be doing.
So do you see what I'm saying now, Mr. C? If somebody's misled, it's deeper than just trying to point out what pedophiles do. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to leave it to everybody else's imagination, wherever you want to go, but it's just deeper than what they wanted us to see. That's what I believe.
But as a parent, how do you respond? Like, you was deceived. As a parent, how do you respond?
See, my brain operates different, you know what I'm saying? Because of the fact, this is how I am. It's hard for me to, what's the word I'm looking for? To do the hypotheticals. But you know what? Let's scratch all that. As a parent, it's like, why would a parent sign off on that unless they didn't know what their child was entering? Because if you ask to use one of my children for a sketch, you best believe I'm be involved with it, find out what it is. We're going, especially people of that magnitude. We talking about Ari Spears and Tiffany Haddish. I want my bread. Sign over something. You coming to me, y'all got this money, somebody gonna pay me if that's the route that I was gonna go. You dig? That's how I look at it from a parental aspect. And then if I see it and I'm that parent, oh no, all hell breaking loose, man. Somebody got to answer. Somebody gonna have to answer.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more that's gonna come out about it, obviously, over the next couple months.
Exactly.
And I feel like the intentions were comedy versus the message, but the delivery had shit on it. Like, they brought the cake in, but it had shit in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody meant any harm by the skit in the first place.
I don't think that one meant any harm at all.
Yeah.
So, do y'all think they're taking comedy? Y'all think comedy is getting taken further and further away from the real? The real is just laughter. The real is what you see every day, which makes it how y'all as comedians to take the real every day as funny instead of somebody transforming the setting to put into a situation like that to be funny.
But the unfortunate part that when we try to do that, then people who don't do comedy, who've never done comedy and never will do comedy, try to tell me how I should do comedy. Right. And I'm like, I say things, you know what I'm saying, so we can better assess the situation so we can stop crying and complaining about it. And I'm not saying complaining as far as like to undersell it. I'm talking about, especially in the black community, we like to do this, but then don't do nothing about it. You understand? Like, I got a joke that's saying that if you know anybody who is a pedophile, do something about it. You yelling at him ain't gonna stop him from what leave them motherfucking kids alone. No pedophile said, "Whoa, y'all get out this van." Oh my God. He yelled at me and called me a bitch ass nigga, and I don't want kids anymore. No, that's not how that works.
Right. Or the fact that historically, you would keep that quiet. The black family would keep that quiet. Just don't go to Uncle Jesse's house. Yeah. Who left them kids over there by Uncle Jesse? Go get them kids right now. It's like, we definitely got to do more in that field, in mental health in general, man. Just making it more acceptable for people to reach out and have that moment. That's young ladies who get mistreated by men or older women, because we like to leave the women out. But in my older age, I hear more perverted old women taking advantage of young dudes as I do young old men taking advantage
Jay,
of
young dudes. You in Carolina know, now you're in my lane. I talk about all that, both sides. So I'm relentless on both sides, because you're right. We always talk about the old creepy dude who just got his VA check, you know what I'm saying, with the cane, like he got muscular dystrophy. He 55 and his girlfriend just turned 18. Oh my God.
Right.
What about these sugar mamas out here? I live in Atlanta.
We got a Skittles bag of blue juice.
Them cougars, boy. Don't nobody say nothing about the cougars.
Right. An example of that on Facebook, they put up a picture of do y'all remember what was Juice? You remember Q's girlfriend was like a nurse? Omar Epps' character, girlfriend, she was older than him. She was like a nurse. They was in like high school.
Yep.
Right.
And everybody was just like, "Oh, don't nobody want to talk about how bad that was." But
ain't nothing wrong with that, right?
Right. When I was 16, I had a girlfriend that was 26. Like, I called it love, but the state of Maryland called it rape. I'm like, what? How she ripped my clothes off? Because I was ignorant to what rape was. Man, so what you talking about? She ripped my clothes off.
She manipulated you, brother.
I love this. This made me feel good.
Man, she had a daughter. She had a daughter that was 10 already. And I was like, I'm going to be a father to a 10-year. I'm only 6 years older than this little girl and thinking I got to provide. I'm trying. My brain was upside down, but they don't talk about that. Because at that particular time, I was looked upon to be, he's the future. So you're going to put me out in the world, and I've been taken advantage of. So now I have a skewed view, you dig, of how women operate. So I'm thinking these hoes are beautiful, great women when they hoes. And they were straight taking it got to the point, they got so bad, they was like, look, they told me you was a sucker, but I can't. One girl was like, I can't do it. You know, so I was going to come and suck your little dick and get some money, but it's too easy. I mean, she wanted a challenge. I was just like, it's okay. Here you go. She's like, oh my God, you know what? Can you just drop me off? Because this ain't fun. I'm glad she had the scruples to be like, I want to take advantage of somebody who not as weak as this nigga. That's all I'm saying. Okay. We don't talk about that, do we? Because most men that get mad or getting it. No, I talk about this on stage because I'm not the only one that got like that.
This is true.
Hey, so
this is true. On a lighter note, or not a lighter note, but a different note, we take a quick detour. Did y'all see? I thought she was in Atlanta. Somebody said she was in Jersey. This kindergarten art teacher. I normally am prepared and I can pull the image up, man. When I tell you this art teacher looked like she might be in her early 20s, but she like.
When I tell you I would have never missed a day of school.
Okay, so
when I tell you, I'm talking about. I went back to my old record to see if I completed kindergarten. I was getting ready to move up to Jersey. I said, Miss C, I'm coming up your way. I was going to move to Jersey. Be like, I never completed kindergarten. I'm gonna sit right up front and be like this. I'm be just like this.
Right. And then who is getting her fired?
That's how you want to sit in there too. Right between them thighs, you like.
Who is getting her fired? Is that the other teachers? Is it the parents? Because it ain't the students.
That's everybody who's insecure. Look, women are built how they built. I don't care if she put on. She can put on the whole jihad that the Muslims women wear. That ass still gonna stick out. I don't care what she put on. She can put on a barrel with suspenders like a rodeo clown. That ass still gonna be poking out the back part of the black.
Amarion just said a prayer just now.
Hey, she was artificial though.
They saying people in the comments is like, what happened? Tell the story. So basically, this kindergarten teacher is like, what they say, 36, 24, 36.
I don't want to win in hands.
She like 34, 26, 44.
She felt.
But she's just an art teacher. She ain't doing nothing unscrupulous. That's gonna be one of the words of the day. She ain't doing nothing unscrupulous. She really in there teaching kids art. You know, the fundamentals of art. But
she really raising a young pedophile. That's what she's doing. That's what she really doing. One of them little boys gonna do something crazy, man. So I don't think it's appropriate, man, to be honest.
Really?
So you saying they gotta look a certain way to be a teacher? No curves?
I mean, come on, man. You want your son, your daughter sitting in class looking at that? How they gonna learn? How they learning, bro?
I'm saying if the teacher over there looking like a damn deep freezer, they ain't gonna learn.
I mean, disrespectful, man.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's size of each spectrum. Now,
I can understand
if she wasn't teaching them kids, like if her grades came out after 9 weeks and all them kids failing, then she got to go. But if them grades come out 9 weeks and they pass it, for whatever reason they pass it, if they pass it, she keep her job.
I might agree with you, Mr. C, if she was a high school teacher. You know what I'm saying? In pre-K, I like, I hear stories of me being a little boy and nuzzling some bosom. You feel me? But you're not really doing nothing out of the way.
That means you couldn't read, Jay. All the kids that was able to get on the teacher book couldn't read. That means you were struggling. Because I've always been the magnet program, talented and gifted. I never had my face in the teachers. I was always the one, he all right. He don't need no extra help.
I like bosom. I like bosom to this day.
No, you were slow. That's what that was. If you in them bosom, your ass was struggling. You were still reading like...
I wasn't thinking nothing other than they was soft, though. I wasn't thinking nothing sexually. You know what I'm saying? Now, I agree, Mr. C. If my 14-year-old 9th grade son is in her class, I'm like, bitch, I couldn't do shit either.
Man, but that's an excuse y'all making, man. So y'all mad at her for being built how she is? Really?
Some boys, they talking about her at the class, man. They fantasizing, talking shit like, yo, I'll tear that ass up, man.
You do that if she don't got a body. You ain't never fantasized talk shit about an ugly girl. I know.
What grade was it?
What's that?
The grade they were in. It was like elementary school, ain't it?
It's like pre-K.
Yeah, them kids ain't looking at that lady ass. They might be looking at her ninnies for milk. You know, they done had flashbacks. They ain't looking at that. They ain't looking at that ass. Now the janitor looking at that ass. The bus driver looking at that ass. The principal looking at that ass. Them kids ain't looking at that ass.
At 5 years old, I kind of knew little.
You knew a baddie when you saw her?
Yeah, I mean, I knew, about sex and stuff. Cause I grew up, around fast ass people. And,
all of them was your cousins. But
my sons like green as hell. So my sons, I don't think they I don't think they like that. I think they
right. Not at that age, man.
Yeah, I think that's the mothers and the insecure fathers knowing they gonna risk it all.
That woman, she obviously had ass transplant or whatever you want to call it.
It don't make a difference what she had.
Okay, let me ask you this. So I go out, I'm a teacher, a kindergarten teacher. I go out and get goddamn dick implant. I come up in class, 15 minutes of dick just hanging out the side of my pants. You want your little girl sitting in the classroom while Mr. Kendrick sitting at the front of the class with 15 minutes of fight inside of his pants. You know what I'm saying? How would you feel about your daughter? I can see on both sides. You know what I'm saying? So
but to get fired, now they never said
I'll be hoping my little boy.
Yeah, they let that lady go.
I hope he's looking up.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if there's conversations to say, can you change your dress? Or is it just a fire?
Did you see her? What was she gonna put on besides a fucking shower curtain?
That's my point.
That's what I'm saying. He's talking about
she can wear a long sweater. She can wear a long sweater, cover that ass up, man. She can wear a long sweater and stuff, man. She can make it respectable, bro.
You done been around on this earth a long time. You can see shit through that damn.
Thank you. Unless she was gonna put on the old school. The old.
I'm just trying to save my job, bro. I want to keep working, man. But she can cover that shit up, man. She can cover it up.
Should that jeopardize her career? Put it like that. Should that jeopardize her career that she looks like that?
She's doing her job. You know what I'm saying?
That's not fair to jeopardize her career.
But this is a distraction for the kids. That's when I say, maybe something.
Man, send your kids
but look,
some $1 bills.
But y'all hit it on the head, man. Look how are the children responding. We speaking for children. How are the children responding?
It ain't got to do a damn thing but the children. It's the parents. Like you said, Lawrence, it's a lot of insecurities. That's what you said.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
That had to come from the staff or the parents.
He probably out of shape, fat, whack, you know what I'm saying? So she like, look at this bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, and that's the thing. She had a lot of support from the families of these kids.
Oh.
So I think it came from the staff. Some old, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember my 9th grade year. I ain't gonna say her name because I don't know what she's doing now. But my English teacher was runner-up to Miss Michigan. She was 24 years old in the 9th grade. That is a whole nother subject.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's when I found out if you rub it long enough, it'll feel good. You know, when you just rub it for no reason. That lady, I still remember her to this day. So it's different at that age. I don't think there's anything wrong. She is fully clothed from her neck down to her feet. There ain't no exposed body parts.
Also, Jay, we went to school at a time when it was looked down upon to dress like how women dress nowadays. And I'm not talking about the ones that's dressing like sluts. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the women who wear things to show their curves off, man. Back in our time, it was just like taboo. You just cover that up. Because your mama said, you got titties, you wear something to cover that up. You got ass, you wear this long and cover that up. That's what it is, man. Nowadays, these women are proud and they want to show you. I don't have an issue with that. You dig? I don't.
I didn't know red lipstick. Did y'all know red lipstick was frowned upon at one point?
The color red period.
I didn't know that. Country as hell. I don't know that the red lipstick.
Hold on, man. You from Carolina, man.
Nah, the color red. Period. Like if a lady wore a red dress, she was of ill repute.
If she wore a red dress, she was hot. That's how they killed Dylan.
Yeah.
She wore a red dress. Anything red, she hot. That's what red mean, hot.
Hey.
Don't trust it.
Yeah. And Denzel had devil in the blue dress. Remember,
you see a woman like this, be like, hey, with this, leave. She snitching. Right. She wearing a wire. Whoa.
Hey, so we kind of close to the way out, but we're not close. We still got time. So each one of y'all, whoever want to go first, how do y'all feel about comedy as a whole as of right now?
Let Mr. C go first because he's the promoter. Let him go first.
Well, I passed the promoter stage. I'm a producer now, bro.
Yeah, my apologies. My apologies. My bad.
Yeah, you still trying to get booked. We trying to get booked now.
Shots fired. You better respect my authority.
What was the question again now? Where's comedy at now? What you said?
Where do you feel like comedy is at right now? And there's a lot of comedians beefing over the last couple months, and then just in general, comedy.
What the state of comedy is right now?
Yeah, that's a deep question, bro. Especially in this internet world we in today, man, and Facebook and Instagram and all these digital platforms where it's grown. It's not one lane anymore. It's several lanes of comedy now. But stand up will always be one lane. There's only one way to do stand up comedy. But there's so many characters and skits and just everybody just being so creative now that they've changed the whole comedy world, man. It's definitely changed in my eyes over the last 4, 5, 6 years, man. It's amazing to watch. It's amazing to be a part of. But I know that stand-up comedy will never change. It will always be that one art, that one way. But yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy now. Really crazy.
What you think about Marion? Icebox.
Man, I got shut y'all ass up, man. It's so many mixed. I got a lot of different mixed feelings about it. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Lawrence, like we came up together. I started, I'm from Mississippi. I started doing comedy in DC, and it's just like once we start getting good enough to, start getting on stuff, that's when everything got canceled. You know what I'm saying? Like Comicville, all that stuff just went off. It was nothing to get on. I mean, I did Who's Got Jokes, but after that was like, what else? For Def Jam. But I watched that Def Jam 20. You seen it on Netflix? I wish I could have came up in that era when you just had to be just funny. It wasn't about your agent. It wasn't about your followers. It wasn't about you. It's about you getting on that stage, ripping, and then your career just took off. You know what I'm saying? You got on tours. You got to go headline clubs. And some of them cats didn't even have a lot of time. You know what I'm saying?
The funniest ones got rewarded. Basically, right. If you was funny, you got rewarded for your funny.
Right. And it wasn't about who your manager is or who you know. Or I wish I could have came up in that time.
Yeah.
And now it's like we're stuck in an era now, whereas, which I don't hate on social media comedians, but they're getting booked at the club. Because they got followers, which I understand from a business aspect, they gonna pack the club. But at the same time, it's like, God damn, where I fit in into this shit. Like, I'm still trying to find my way and figure out, how, I know I'm funny, but if the promoter or the owner of the club looking at it was like, man, you ain't got no followers, that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find my way. And really, I'm just trying to start doing my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all last time, writing and stuff and all that kind of stuff. But still, it's just like, then you dealing with the censorship, the stuff we've been talking about earlier. Like, you can't talk about certain stuff, then you might throw away your whole 20-something year career because you made one joke about some shit and you didn't even mean the way they took it. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
right.
Yeah, you said midgets and should have said little people. It'd be something that simple.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, man. Could you imagine Bernie Mac said
He been canceled. He would have been canceled.
That's what I'm saying. So
he would have
do
been
y'all
canceled.
before you get to Lawrence, I just want a caveat is we all grew up on George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Red Fox, Rudy Ray Moore, Eddie Murphy. Are those sets that could never be done again?
Ooh.
I don't know. I think, like we said, Corey Holcomb, Lawrence
They still doing them, bro. You still raising Chris Rock. He ain't doing no skits. You know, Martin Lawrence, they ain't doing no skits.
They started at different times. They started at times that Marion was talking about.
I get it. You know, I was there at Def Comedy. I grew up in the Def Comedy Jam era too, but you know, there's still real comedians doing real stand-up comedy. You know, they're not doing all these skits to try to get the followers and make that quick famous and get that quick fame. They still stay in their lane, man. So, you know, I big up to the comics that still take this art and business serious as a stand-up comic. And those are the comics that, you know, I deal with on my show, man. I don't put a lot of internet comedians on my show. I deal with comics that are in the grind, that love this art, that love getting on the stage and a mic and the lights. And I respect them to this day. But go ahead, man. Go ahead to the next Lawrence. Hello, go ahead.
Well, today's time is like this. The best of times is the worst of times. Because what Marion saying is right. Mr. C saying is right. It's okay to have two simultaneous rights. You understand? But what, like you said about them sets, they can be said. The great thing about this generation, Marion, is that social media has given us the ability to create our own fan base. Like back in them times you talked about, I would love to come up as well, Marion, because promoters actually promoted. Club owners actually promoted. Like people were saying, come see this cat. And they took their word for it. As opposed to now, they just go, how many followers he got? And then we're going to put him on stage as far as his following. So the people are being duped. The people are being misled. Because in their mind, this must be what Funny is because he's here. But if I speak out on it, then I'm angry, bitter, and mad, which I'm not. So I choose not to speak out on it anymore like I used to. I just got to find a way to create a fan base, you know what I'm saying, like enlarging my demographic enough that more people are saying when you come to Cleveland, when you come to Dallas, when that's what we have to do now. Because the talent scouts are gone. Mr. C, like maybe one of the last of Mohicans, but there's no more people that's going around the city finding people that's saying, okay, from now on, I'm going to take over your career, put you here, put you there, put you there. Because we're stuck in the conundrum of these social media comedians come up and they see us, instead of latching on to us, they just think we angry off the break because we not coming up in their era. So they like, I don't want to bring him on because he's going to try to take my following. But then the flip side, the people in my era still bashing these social media comedians, realizing they ain't going nowhere. So something is going to have to come to a middle ground.
I don't bash him. I mean,
I didn't say you, Marion. I'm talking about it's comedians that run with us that's still worried about these niggas ain't funny.
The ice box in them.
It was just that
they keep saying these niggas ain't funny. It ain't about funny anymore. Right. To Mr. C, it may be, but to everybody else, it ain't about funny anymore. It pains me that the audience is not getting to see a Marion Kendrick and a Lawrence Owens because they think that they're getting followers misconstrued for hard work. Right. I'm not saying social media comedians don't work hard, but once you get your following, then it's a momentum. People are going to follow for popularity as opposed to the artistry and the substance that we bring.
Right. Can I say this? Other than us, Comicville, Mr. C, that's how I found him. He's doing his comedy tour, Comedy Invade, where he invades different areas. And I appreciate him for doing that. And we didn't realize we were gonna get into the comic world when we did this podcast. But granted, we hit it, and I appreciate him, and I appreciate both of y'all as coming on and being guests, because what we're having is a real conversation that a lot of people don't know happens in the comic world. So we're giving, I mean, it's a small window y'all giving them. And I appreciate it, and I hope they appreciate what y'all telling them as comedians. Young, old, established, not established, whatever. Y'all are giving gems to the viewers right now, and I just appreciate y'all for doing it.
Absolutely.
Man, great platform. Appreciate you giving a chance to speak out, man. But yeah, I'm I started out 30 years ago in stand-up comedy, and I started out as a stand-up comic myself. So I know what it takes. I know what you got to go through to get to the level you're trying to get to. So I would never leave that platform, man. I would never leave that craft. I believe in it. I believe there's a craft to stand-up comedy, and only a few people possess it, and only a few people got it, man. So, and that's what Comicville is all about. Lawrence knows, he's been on my show. I would love to take you out to Marion, get you on the Comicville. Get you on the Comicville show too. Get you on the Comicville stage too, man. But yeah, man. It's definitely changed over the last 6, 7, 8 years, man. With the social media and internet, man. So, yeah, man. Just keep grinding, man. Keep doing your thing, man. Just keep grinding.
Hey,
one thing.
Now go ahead.
Oh shit! I thought it went off. One thing about stand-up comedy, I don't care how many followers you got or what. Like that audience ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't gonna lie.
If you ain't ready and you ain't put in the work, nah, bro. It gonna come out. It gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Marion, I agree. But what happens when they keep going see this person that we know is not strong? That be our frustration. And we try to tell them, okay, come on, like you hear the audience like I do, Marion. Oh, I'm tired of this, tired of that. Well, then promote Marion Kendrick. Push him to the top. The people have more power over a situation than they give themselves credit for. If you tired of this comedian, that comedian, go see Marion Kendrick.
Right.
Hey, well, do you think the promoter has a point of view of who he wants to be there? Not saying they.
All he's trying to do is sell his drinks and appetizers, cuz.
But that's what I'm saying. If it's not funny, it's not funny. But
it's not about funny to him.
Carolina, these promoters don't care anymore, man. Like I said, Mr. C is an anomaly. These promoters don't care anymore. Who can put this bread in my pocket that I'm trying to trick off? You understand? It's very few promoters that care about quality shows. And then if that's the case, where they mess up, they get 17 headliners. You understand? Like, and now we looking like, man, you could have saved me or gave me his bread. You ain't need him. Like, it's just so much that goes into it, man. It's not the same anymore, man. It's not.
Well, look, we gonna have to bring y'all back, man. It's always good individually as a group. This is the last call. Right now, you can talk to the people, tell them what you got going on, how to reach out to you on social media. If you got any shows coming up, where you gonna be. But I'm gonna start with you, Marion. Let the people know what's going on.
Right now, man, next weekend, I'll be at the Arlington Improv in Arlington, Texas, working with my homeboy JJ Williamson. Right now, he on DJ.
2 P's.
Yeah. Hey, tell him he need to come back on our show, man. Tell him he need to come back, Mr. 2 P's.
I'll hit him up, but yeah, I'm supposed to be working with him next weekend, the 15th through the 17th. So, other than that, you know what I'm saying, you just follow me on social media at Marion Got Jokes. Also, I got a sitcom mentality that's going around being pitched to different networks. I just got an email today that's been sent over to Hulu. So hopefully, man, keep y'all fingers crossed.
My man.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So Mr. C, this is your final call, man. Tell them what's going on. If you want to be motivational, like you always are. Every time I see you, you got a good word, but let the people know what's going on.
Hey, man, first of all, how you feel? You say Comicville. Yeah, man, I'm blessed, man, to keep this show and keep this platform running for the last 9 years. We based in Atlanta now, but we all across the country. Going to LA in a couple of weeks. It's my first produced show in Los Angeles, actually Long Beach. So we're looking forward to that, man. It's my first time producing a show on the West Coast. So super excited about that, man. Got a good lineup of some funny up and coming comedians. A couple veterans on the lineup as well. So that's what I got going on, man. And I'll be in Chicago. We'll be in Chicago in November, and back here in Atlanta in December, man. So Comicville, we still rock it, man. Still trying to keep this platform going for the hungry, up and coming stand up comedians.
Indeed.
So I will continue to build this platform, build this brand, and keep an opportunity going for these comics to exceed and excel. So I appreciate you guys who can't bring me back on the show, man. You guys are some real cats and real brothers, and it's been my pleasure to be on here with Lawrence and Marion and.
Hey man, y'all got that man call me Omarion.
Lawrence did that shit, cuz. Lawrence did that shit.
But yo, man.
Hello.
Peace out to you guys, man. Love you guys, man.
Indeed. Hello, what you got for him?
Man, if y'all follow me on Instagram under Owens Ordeal, you will see what I have going on, which is absolutely nothing. I don't got a damn thing going on. You understand? I'm doing podcasts with Jay and Carolina, Marion, and Mr. C. You understand? That's what I'm doing. Talking about pedophilia. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Talking about teachers that's fine and getting fired. That's what I'm doing. You understand?
See, that's the clip they gonna run with because of you.
So basically, what I'm saying is that I'm telling you that I must be doing a lot if we talking about a lot. Y'all follow me. Coming to the city.
Like STD.
Got to get you back down to ATL.
I'm looking forward to it, man. All you gotta do is hit me up. I appreciate you, man. If y'all rooting for the underdog, if y'all want somebody who is funny but you ain't heard of yet, you tired of whoever, come my way. I guarantee. All you gotta do is come see me.
Come my way.
There it is. You're gonna be a fan. I guarantee it.
Yes, sir.
Carolina, what you gonna tell the people on the way out?
Shots up, but I like to appreciate this panel, man. We are trying to evolve because evolution is what everybody wants. We had Marion on here.
Marion.
Omarion.
You said Omarion. Hurry up so we can get up out of here.
Yeah, we had Omarion on here, and he put me on with Lawrence Owens, and Comicville was somebody I found on my own. But the crazy thing, all three of them linked. And it was a great show. I didn't tell all three of them that they were going to be on the show together until today. And it worked out great. Three different personalities, three different people in different stages of their life. And we was able to come on here and hear everybody's point of view. Like, our show ain't like anybody else's podcast. We want to hear everybody's view. If you're watching visually, we always posting other people's views from watching. Like, that's our shit. We're going to drink. We're going to have a good time. We're going to politic. But the point of it all is, especially this episode, you got Black Men United. And that's one of my favorite songs is Black Men United. But you got 5 black men on here not cursing each other out, respecting each other's points of views, and especially 3 people that have the same background as far as comedy. Like, it can happen. Be blessed, stay blessed, continue to be blessed. And once again, networking is a superpower. I network with these fellas. Hopefully we get them back again. And I just thank them. I truly, truly, truly thank them.
Oh, Carolina, hold on. 1976 just called me. They said they need their beard and sideburns back. I tell them that you still wrapping up your podcast. He still, what you say, sucker? You jive turkey. I tell him you jive turkey. He's still on the podcast, sucker. So
you been Charlene.
Get rid of this Pornhub soundtrack.
Hey, he been waiting now. When we logged on, he was working on that laptop. He been writing that joke the whole time.
Right.
Hey, man, look.
Bad beer gang.
I appreciate everybody, man. Look, it's always love when we get these good folks in here, man. If they in the city near you, go out there and support these good brothers, man. They gonna make you laugh. Mr. C gonna make sure he put together a good show. So go out there and spend your money with these good people, man. Look, they had a good time with us. We ain't nobody, but they made us feel like we was included. And again, love the ones who love you back. I'm Jay Walken the third. That's Carolina Dirt 803. Many thanks to Mr. C, Chris Ledbetter, Lawrence Owens, and Marion Kendrick. We appreciate y'all, man. Look, this is the bottom of the bottle. Hey, until next time, y'all be easy. We gone.
Man.
My man.